Monday, July 22nd. Downtown Oceanside, City Hall, Public Library, community meeting rooms. These free meal program, is that put on by the city?
It's through the district, the school district.
School district?
Yeah.
So so any kid can come in, 0 to 18, no matter, there's no...
Yeah, there's no sign, you don't have to sign up or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you with the library?
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
My name's Gary.
I'm CJ.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Beautiful day out today, waiting for the sun to show up.
Later this afternoon, they said it's going to get up to like 75.
Oh, today? Well, it was 78 yesterday. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be a little warm.
With the girls out in the pool and sitting in the backyard.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you guys have much trouble with the homeless down here? I mean, it's a pretty good place to congregate, you know what I mean?
You know, we've got the transit center here.
Yeah.
So we really get folks that come in from all over the place.
Sure.
So yeah, you know, sometimes we do have behavior stuff we have to deal with.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I interested in that, obviously. I'm a homeowner in the area, and we live just north of the airport along the SLRR, and there's a lot of homeless that live in that area. And a couple community groups that have started, and a lot of people have questions about, there seems to be a divide between the community, obviously, and this group of homeless people. And they're not obviously an organized group, it's just a bunch of people who, they're homeless, but no place to live. But obviously, one of the big problems there, fire risk. They cook and they keep fires to heat themselves at night and stuff, especially during the winter. There's a lot of fire call service, but okay. But so people have questions. A lot of people, or they take pictures of these people out in the community doing whatever, disheveled, being crazy, talking odd things and stuff, and they post them online. And then there's the other half of our group that says, well, why don't you go and talk to them and help them and see what they need? We spend $5 million a year on homeless outreach teams, and they want more money from the tax base to do that kind of stuff, to get more officers out there.
Which group are you part of?
What's that?
Which group are you part of?
There's a group on Facebook called Take Back Oceanside.
Okay.
Which for me, Take Back Oceanside seems a little adversarial, a little controversial, because it seems like we've had something stolen from us. And, to a certain extent we have, but whatever. Maybe you want to argue about the name of the group or whatever. But the other half of our group want to know why you don't go out and engage these people. Well, some of it is just this. You know?
We do engage.
No, I'm not you. I'm saying you, but I'm talking about in the community.
Yeah, they
people,
do.
What are people doing in the community that come out?
A lot of groups that do come out and engage. We do census all the time.
Yeah.
So we get an idea of how the homeless situation runs from month to month.
Right.
Which is a big deal because now we're in summertime, we have tourism. So this is where they're going to come a lot more than normal.
Right.
And then in the wintertime, they go inland, or they'll come way coastal, and then we have a larger group.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of really good people who are just down on their luck, and a lot of mental issues that we haven't dealt with and we can't.
Yeah.
Because there's no funding for mental issues.
Sure. I know Tri-City goes down there.
Yes, they do.
Their outpatient facility.
And that's where we would have somebody come down and do an observation and take them and do a more thorough observation.
Right.
But where do we go now? Now we
Yeah.
have social workers working with the HOT team, which are coming out more frequently trying to assess, but they have to be escorted by officers.
Yeah.
So then you're pulling officer resources
Absolutely.
to protect social workers, and you have this continual range of things that they're trying to do and new concepts. And so outreach for people, I mean, it's a big deal. You just, we tell people don't give them money.
Yeah.
If you want to give them clothing, that's fine.
I brought waters with me today.
If you want, waters.
Did you take him?
Did I tape him? No, I haven't.
Food, that you can always, and we have pamphlets in the library too that I'd love to give you when we open up so you can see what we actually have.
I plan on visiting the police department later on and talk to them about their homeless outreach team and see what kind of information they can give me to pass on to people.
They're open on Thursdays.
They're open. The office is open on Thursdays.
Open office. Otherwise, they're pretty much around in the community. And
Well, I've met Rittenauer, Sergeant Rittenauer, at some of this.
And Officer Ferry, and then there's a couple other new ones, and then they have the new social workers working with them.
Yeah.
The Housing Authority is also working side by side with them, trying to get more transitional housing for the homeless.
So I think that's sort of the two camps. We have people that say, well, why don't you go out and communicate with these people and help them, get off the streets, get to the services that they need. And the other camp that says, why should I? I just want them to move on. This is our home. And there's always questions about whether or not these people are actually residents here, or they're being shipped in from other places, or they're coming in on trains and, and buses.
And just said he's local.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, you can say you're from here.
You can say you're local.
I'm not really from here. Originally, I'm from the Midwest, but I've been here since '87, so I'm from here.
And I've been here since 1974. So,
I know. But at some point, it really doesn't matter, But they're here. You got to do something with them.
It's the biggest issue we have right now, to be honest with you. It's not alcohol, it's not drugs, it's mental issues.
Yeah.
And you take those mental issues and you combat them with the drugs and the alcohol, and it makes it harder.
Right.
You have some who this is what they want to do, this is their lifestyle.
Right.
And you have others that you just want to be able to get them focused enough to get the mental health they need, which goes along with the drugs and the alcohol.
Sure.
And then we have that process going on.
And I think that's one of the other issues is that how do you get these people the mental health issues that they need? I mean, we're a free, society, and as long as they're not, doing anything wrong. I mean, the guy's just sitting there on his bag. I mean, maybe he's talking some crazy stuff, whatever, but ultimately you can't take away his freedom to get him what you think the help he needs,
right? And we don't. What we do is we go out and we talk.
Right. And
we communicate with them and make sure that they are hitting on them as often as they see them and talking to them, and then you build up that rapport of healthiness with them. And sometimes it works and other times it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, again, that's the other issue that people think that we have all these services available. Why aren't these people taking advantage of them?
Well, what I do every single day when I meet somebody new here is I carry a pamphlet with me. I give them the resources. I talk to them and I say everything that we have local.
Yeah.
All of the resources. Get out there and say, these are the places that you should be going.
Yeah.
We do it in the library every single day. We're constantly talking to them.
Yeah, I've been in a few times, and most of the computers have always been taken up with what would look like, transient homeless people. But I mean, that's a good resource for them to help to reach out to the internet.
It helps them reach out to their families.
Yeah.
It helps them reach out to other sources. A lot of them want jobs, but it's a matter of how much money are they going to make? Can they get a job on whatever their issues have been in the past?
Right.
So we have to go from there. It's one step at a time. It's one person at a time.
Sure.
So, but what you're doing is great. Get out, talk to people. Just be careful.
To be honest, this is the first day that I've been formulating this idea and there's a lot of people in the group that actually go out and pick up. They pick up trash and things like that around their neighborhoods and engage people when they can. And I was like, well, I have some time during the day, and when the kids aren't around, and I said I'll go out and try and help in some way. Even if it's to help other people understand what's going on. Even if it's as little as that. So.
And every little bit helps. Every person helps.
Yeah.
And I can't possibly cover this whole entire complex and deal with every single person.
Are you the only officer here? Yeah.
So these guys come along.
Yeah.
And they help out with all the rest of the issues that happen in the library, and then I have to deal with the rest of it.
Do the police have a satellite office here?
They do not. It's down by the beach.
It's down by the beach.
But we're very close to them.
So you're in contact with them easily.
All the time. All the time. Yeah, we have to be.
Yeah.
Because they can't. They're just like we are. When they can't see or do everything all at once. People think that that's what we do. Is just we're constantly going back and forth and fixing every single problem.
Sure.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Especially the larger your city gets, the harder it becomes.
Well, I think that's one thing that everybody understands is it's not going to be a problem that's going to be fixed overnight.
No, it can't be. And it takes a lot of resources and a lot of money and a lot of patience.
Well, and unfortunately, California has and unfortunately, I say unfortunately, I mean, they've adopted this housing first model, and it seems like a good idea. It'll immediately get people off the street, but they're spending so much money on building units. I mean, in LA County alone, they're spending almost $500,000 a unit on building homeless housing, and it's not luxury apartments.
No.
These are kitchenette and a Murphy bed, kind of thing.
Well, and it's the biggest reason that they do that is what people forget about is they do it to help them get their foot in the door, get their self-worth back up.
Sure. But at what cost, though? I mean, as a taxpayer, I mean, I would like to see my money spent more efficiently.
Well, there again, it goes right back to how do we get the mental health and alcohol and drug issues under control?
Well, that's exactly it. But that's what people don't see is the root problems being dealt with.
Right. But we see the
It's less than $10 a day, $9.99 over Greyhound. You can check your bags, $3 a bag. We have 3 bags, $9.
That's why we use that offer.
Well, good, you guys. That's great. I'm just waiting to see how he handles himself in the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna walk in behind him, and then until he's in, and then we'll see how he does when he goes upstairs.
Now, is this somebody that that is supposed to be on medication, or?
Well, we can't assume, but just his actions and his attitude is there's some obvious issues that he needs to deal with on his own.
Right.
But all we can do is reach out and touch and talk to them and hope that they behave, and then if it gets out of hand, we'll go to we'll do a welfare check.
Right. Well, and that's, Gary.
Gary.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to get him a pamphlet when we go.
Yeah, please. So. Yeah, let's go in and we can get a pamphlet.
So you can see what the city is trying to do. We're trying to transition away from this aggressive homeless attitude.
Sure.
And it just takes a lot of resources.
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
It is a lot of work.
Dealing with people is a lot of work.
I've been here 12 years.
Oh, is that right?
So I've seen all different aspects of the, let me see, there's some up here, if not, we'll go upstairs. Good morning. There's one of them. We have another one upstairs, but that's more detailed, right?
Oh, that's actually.
Library homebound service.
No, there's the other one.
That's sorry, that's a different.
That's the different.
Oh, I
and that's
see.
the homebound service.
Oh, that's for like elderly people. You can go and or invalid type of
The, so he can see
individuals.
what kind of resources Oceanside has for,
This is, yeah, I'm sorry, that's, I
Okay.
read the one that normally is up here, CJ's gonna get it.
Well, that's important also.
You're failing to understand. We have a new one. This is the one that we did have for a little while, and CJ's gonna get a,
Oh, this has all the numbers. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
oh, I know.
yeah.
And there's a new one with different numbers?
Yeah, we have another one, another pamphlet that the homeless outreach team just put together. This was more of what the library put together.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's one's actually from the police.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's a more updated.
Sure. Are these local kids that did these pictures?
Yes. No, well, these are, I believe, some people from Brother Benno's.
Oh, really?
And then upstairs is the artwork of another who took pictures of the homeless.
That's super cool.
Nice. They're all made with little square pieces of paper.
That's super cool.
The little white ones up there, getting that. So this is the newest one. Oh, excuse us.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. So here's our mental health, but when it comes to saying, hey, start with this first, and
Yeah.
then go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing.
Sure.
But if it's all written down for them, they really want the help, they'll take this.
Yeah.
If they don't, they'll throw it away.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
but you're
Well,
more than welcome
let's
to
all
that.
have the information to hand out if I engage some people. So, and then the officers' numbers are there
Yeah.
also. Okay, good.
Yeah, and then, they're pushing really hard to get the resources going.
Yeah.
And it takes, sometimes it could take up to 10 or 15 visits with one person to finally reach that point with them where it's, okay, let's do this, let's
Right.
get some help. So what they do every single day, going out and they're getting their statistics going, or you'll see officers walking around talking to the homeless, asking them, good morning, asking them questions,
Yeah.
where are you from? Why do you want to live like this? What's the reason for your being out here? You
Right.
know, most of them, they're going to give them that answer. And a lot of them, they're going to say, I'm not going to tell you a thing about myself. And then
Sure.
it's, then it goes to researching and so on and so forth. So,
Right.
but okay, well, I've got to do my rounds.
Of course,
Enjoy
of
your
course.
day.
Very
Thank you
good
very
meeting
much
you.
for getting a chance to talk to you.
Yes, thank you. You'll see me around more.
Okay, cool. Good luck out there.
Okay, thanks.